Welcome to Couch Lock, the movie podcast. Images from Dune 2 were released recently, so we decided that we wanted to take a look at the Dune story and what we're looking forward to the most, as well as our favorite aspects of the first movie. So, Rachel, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, there was a lot in part 1 that got us excited. I'm super stoked to have a little bit of action come out about part 2 because it's heavily anticipated. Uh as far as uh as far as what I liked about the first Dune, um the visual aspect of it all was very stunning. I think everybody can kind of agree the way they took like these really grand giant landscapes and married it with like elements of CGI and just like the most chef's kiss kind of way was like very stunning to look at. And uh they followed it up with like an equally compelling storyline. The acting and the performances delivered reminded me of like early grand like early seasons of Game of Thrones, and like the way that it was just so
Yeah.
dramatic but like you just couldn't stop watching. Like I got those kinds of feelings watching, like especially like Oscar Isaac. His performance was really good. So um yeah, I think just like continuing that into part 2 is really exciting.
Yeah, well, in talking about the scale of it, I feel like the scale was so massive in this film or in the first one, and I think the second one is gonna kind of double up on that too. So I'm very excited to see what sort of scale and the
Yeah.
insane horizons we're looking at in the second movie. Because the first, like you said, was just gorgeous.
Yeah,
I also
100%.
I really liked Dune's world building. I feel like it's just like begging to be explored. It reminds me of like a
Mhm.
modern take on Star Wars in a way because the world building in Star Wars is so next level, but it's a
Yeah.
little bit more grounded and mature. And also to me, the music is some of Hans Zimmer's best work.
Oh, it's
I'm a
so
big fan of
good.
Hans Zimmer, but he has his classic
Yes.
tension building and low bass, but it also has an otherworldly sense to it with like heavy synths and horns. It feels like sci-fi, but then he also has the grounding and earthy low oboes and the
Mhm.
throat singing. He really explores a bunch of different paths and it enhances the film in every way.
Yeah, and the way that they combine that with, like, the sound design of those big epic battle scenes where there's, like, giant ships crashing down, just hand-to-hand combat going crazy. It's like Hans Zimmer just elevated all of that to another level with his soundtrack, and it is so good. It is hands down, like, one of the main driving forces of why this movie is so cool to me.
Yeah, it makes the intimate parts feel intimate, but the huge epic war scenes
Mhm.
feel with like they have so much weight to them and there's so much going on and there's so much writing on
Oh,
them.
yeah, totally. It'll be curious to see what they do in part 2, considering this has started to be described as like a war epic. Uh,
Mhm.
but once again, with those more soft points, or even those more supernatural points, with Paul's ability to predict different future outcomes, right?
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I am on the Dune hype train. It is probably the last standing franchise that I'm super excited about right
Oh,
now.
yeah, we're gonna ride those sandworms all the way to Spice Town.
That's excellent.
Hell yeah. Right on. Well, in the meantime, make sure to check back with us for new content. You can catch us everywhere at Couchlock Pod. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, keep it locked.